Happening tomorrow through January 5th, the works of Monet and Van Gogh come alive at the Oregon Convention Center.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So this new exhibit provides viewers a more immersive experience of the masterpieces from these famous artists. Portland's most cultured feature reporter, Kohr, getting an up-close look for us this morning. Good morning, Kohr.
Yeah, good morning, Travis. Morning, Emma. Morning, everybody else. The most cultured feature reporter in the morning. I told Fanny I'm going to be eating sausage later on this week, but we're here beyond Van Gogh, beyond Monet here at the Oregon Convention Center. The show starts tomorrow, and if you haven't seen this, you got to check it out. I'm not a great pursuer or admirer of art, but this is fabulous. And I want to introduce you to Fanny as Carl kind of does a little 360 around and shows you the wall. This is sort of the most immersive art experience I think you could possibly imagine, right?
Yeah, and that's the goal. It's to have an experience that actually is hard to describe, because to go through it, you have to be in the space to feel everything moves around you. There's nothing like it. It's so different than a museum experience. There's nothing, mind you, like a museum experience.
This brings this off the wall, though,
Exactly.
right? And it brings it into life. These are a select series of paintings by Van Gogh. They are projected onto the walls that Carl is kind of showing you here through some pretty extravagant projection equipment here. It's accompanied by music. How many different paintings of his are there that are mixed in here?
So we selected about 300, knowing that he did probably over 800 and around 2,000 if you add up the watercolors, the sketches and everything. So we put together really this specific journey that takes you from the beginning, when it's much darker tones, he's learning, he gets to Paris, it's the brightness of the Impressionists, and then the colors, it's just wonderful.
You are an art historian. Tell me a little bit about Van Gogh with about 30, 45 seconds. The guy led a pretty dark life, didn't he?
He is actually known for all of the darkness in his life. He is most famous for the ear-cutting incident, which is kind of sad for somebody as talented as him to be remembered for the lowest point in his life. But there is so much more to him. His work is about joy. It's about finding ways out of the darkness we know him for. And that's what this show really tries to show. He's one of the most famous post-impressionist painter, but there's so much more still to learn about him than beyond that ear-cutting incident.
Well, this is really cool because you can just sit here. You don't have to do anything. You can just sit here and take it all in on the illumination and the hall around you here. It's a fantabulous exhibit that starts here tomorrow at the Oregon Convention Center. Tickets, Fanny, are at
the VanGoghPortland.com.
VanGoghPortland.com. Check it out. It's cool. It's also Beyond Van Gogh, Beyond Monet. Next hour will be in Beyond Monet here in this hall, just different projections here. And I'll tell you what, technology does a lot of things that are kind of weird, but one of the really cool things technology does in terms of artwork is it kind of, as I say, takes it off the museum wall, kind of animates it a little bit, and gives you a really much, in my opinion, just a much greater appreciation of art and all the rest of that. So sausage will be good on Wednesday, but on Monday, this is just a fabulous way to start your week with a little bit of art on the walls. It's
and it's great for all sorts of audiences too.
There you go. Kohr is a very diversified feature reporter, going from art here on Monday to going to be chomping on some food here later in the week.
He's already thinking about it, and it's just the days.
I will say, Kohr, I think is pretty cultured. Just having been a feature reporter out in the community for years.
He's been doing it for a while.
He has seen it all.
So,
pretty cool.
Yeah. He's also been in the area, seen all the weather that